Anybody can sing.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to Anybody Can Sing Music Academy. Well, today I'm going to be teaching on the topic that is vocal parts. Well, I've had a lot of singers ask these questions. Do we have more than 3 vocal parts or 4 vocal parts? And if we do, why do we use just the 3 vocal parts or the 4 vocal parts, which is soprano, alto, tenor? Some may include bars and some may not. Well, I'm here to answer the question to you and give you so much more detail about the vocal part. Well, we have more than 3 and even more than 4 vocal parts. Yes, we do. In a standard choir or in a standard group, music crew or music group, we have more than these 4 vocal parts. The first one, I'm going to be starting with the male and then move to the female. For the male, we have the first one, bass, baritone, tenor, and countertenor. Those are the 4 vocal parts for the male singers. Now, moving to the female vocal parts, we have contra-alto, we have alto, we have mezzo-soprano, and then we have soprano. Now, I know you will ask, then where do all these vocal parts belong to? Where have they been all this while? Well, the truth is the first 3 vocal parts that was discovered was just soprano, alto, and tenor. But because one thing about music is that the more you advance in music, the more you discover much about music. And so they discovered that we just don't have 3 vocal parts. We have about 8 of them. And that is what I've listed to you. Now let me talk about the bass and the baritone. The bass is the deepest male vocal part, but in a choir where you don't have a bass singer, you can as well use a baritone singer, because baritone to also have this deep and bass tone, so you can as well use baritone instead of bass in a standard choir. Now for tenor is the next one. Now if you don't have a tenor singer, you can as well use a counter-tenor singer to fit in as a tenor. And that is why in a choir where you have tenor singers, some guys, the voice texture is quite different. Some have a higher pitch, some have a lower pitch, but they still belong to they are all in the tenor, parts. So some may sound high, some may sound low, some may sound thick, some may sound full, different texture. And as a result of that, when you begin to look at how they sound, you will realize that they are like counter-tenor and some sound like tenor singers. So in a standard tenor part, you can also mix counter-tenor with tenor singers. So now let's move to the female singers. Let's start with soprano. Now, have you ever seen a standard soprano group or soprano part? You may have observed something. Some can easily go so high, like freely without stress, but there are some who can as well go high, but you don't enjoy them like the rest or like the others. Well, it's either because they've not worked on their vocal range well enough, or oftentimes it is because they are mezzo-soprano singers. So mezzo-soprano singers tend to strain when they sing soprano. They can't go high like the soprano singers. So in a standard choir, you can have mezzo-soprano singers sing soprano. It is very possible. They can shuffle between the two, mezzo-soprano and then soprano. So now let's go to alto. Well, for alto, you can use a contra-alto singer to sing alto. But even in a standard alto group or alto vocal part singers, you see that some people tend to struggle to go either high or low. Like their voice is quite deep. Like for me, I'm actually a contra-alto singer, but in the standard choir, I can as well sing tenor or alto. But there's only a level of alto that I can sing because of the vocal range. That is, I can't go so high. And also for tenor, I can't go so low as a tenor singer, because tenor is actually for male singers and not for female singers. So I can shuffle between these two depending on the key that is being sung in that song. Well, in our next video, I'm going to be talking about their keys. What key does soprano have? Mezzo-soprano, alto, contra-alto, tenor, counter-tenor, baritone, and bass. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Have a lovely day. Bye.